Thai practices has always intrigued me. Thai amulet business is huge in Singapore, and some dealers are known to be raking it in. Thai magic, or vichar as they call it, can be scary to those not in the circle. Thomas, one of the past confessor, invited me down to meet his friend who runs an amulet business. I thought that would be a good place to start. I have no questions or specific agenda in mind. I had my camera with me and I'm going in with an open mind and see what content can come out of it. I really don't feel good. This
You're getting a vibe.
Is anyone here? What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.
Tiger, the hermit, even the payanak, we call it the naga. By the pictures or the animals that they have actually put in for the traditional Thai tattoos. Hi, my name is, you can call me Rick. Like what Thomas has shared, so many different type of trances. One of the most memorable one will be the one in the previous shop, where we have a Malaysian customer who came to see our Ajahn. That's where he actually, when Ajahn start to chant, then he came into a full trance. He got up and then start to swing around and hit the walls, those what you call it, the partition wall. So at the end of it, 3 holes. So the damage was 3 holes. All I can say. And start taking cigarette butt, throw around the altar and all.
There's a chanting area, then there's a waiting area. So the waiting area, right, there will be, people sometimes quite sensitive spiritually. So during the chanting, right, then because it's an enclosed environment, so the sound is very loud. Then the one in the chanting area trance. Subsequently, the person or a few person in the waiting area also start to trance. What are we gonna do now? So just let it be. Then
it's a bit like a mini white crew ceremony. A mini white crew where yearly, they actually have this event where they actually pay respect to the teacher who did the traditional sakyan for them. So literally our shop become a mini ceremony. Actually, for those in, I would say, Singapore, Malaysia, even China, Southeast Asia in particular, they actually come to me for one of these Long Po. It's called Long Po Peanut. It's famous for the famous Dao. We call it a lucky star amulets. So I actually spent a lot of time. It's about almost 8.5 years of experience, so specializing in only his amulets. From there,
While Rick was showing me the lucky star charm, I got distracted by an odd but familiar looking amulet.
so we have many interesting one like this. We don't call it a vagina, we actually call it a yoni amulets, or the exact part of a woman body, that the lower part, So this is actually something that this Long Po actually use. Okay, the reason is because in the past, right, there were many corpses being sent to the body, to the temple itself. So of course they don't send to any temple. Okay, it must be a temple where Long Po is in. Okay, it must have high form of vichar, we call it magical so-called power, for the spirit to actually be reborn. Okay, it will take very long, maybe sometimes decades or even hundreds of years to be able to be reborn. So he actually came up with an idea to actually use their content, okay, to make into amulets, so that living people, okay, can make merits for them, do merits for them. So in turn, when they pass on, right, what they need is merits. Okay, and that is very crucial because they actually need the merit to be reborn, rebirth. So without merits, they are not able to. So they have to be wandering around, suffering, I would say. Yeah. So this is like a partnership.
So what would you say is the most misunderstood thing about Thai amulet?
Most understood thing, okay, I think they always there is a very misconception. They feel that you wear something, then you will win lottery, overnight become millionaire and all. Okay, if that is so, I think I would have to be in the shop. Yeah, I would have been a millionaire a long time ago. All right, there's no such thing as a gambling amulet. Okay, it's all about our merits. Level, whether we have the merits a lot or not. I would say to all customer, it will be 70% human, okay, 30% amulets. So end of the day, we still have to put in the hard work, and then they will just at the right time, proper actions. They will help us to boost. So that's about it. But I do have my fair share of winnings along the year. So end of the day, if you wear an amulet, you need to really have faith, strong faith.
I asked about the female Ajahn in the shop and learned that she's quite a celebrity in the circle. I didn't have any specific questions or service to request, so I asked for Rick's recommendation. What would you recommend me to? What kind of services would you recommend me to have?
All right, I think we have to. Okay, it's a rare chance that she's here. The last time she was here, I think it was 2018. Before COVID, 2018, almost like 4.5 years. Yeah, so today we are privileged to actually have her around in Singapore. We can go by her most famous ritual, which she is famous for, okay, which is by checking the guardian god.
The idea of guardian god, right, is actually everybody will have one. Not say like 1 or 2 or 3, it varies. But however, there are some cases where the person would not have any, because how many based on your actions. If your action is good, then you're doing spiritually correct stuff, then yeah, you will be more and more lah. Okay, you cannot choose guardian spirit or guardian god. They choose you. Because I see some of the previous comments, people were asking. How to get a guardian? How to choose my guardian god? There's no such thing called you choose. They choose you, not you choose them. Then based on the things you do lah, the more good things you do, the more they will come and look after you lah. If you do more haywire stuff, then of course no choice.
So I'm going to try this guardian god, summon it,
Yep.
and I'm going to feel myself through the whole thing. So how long does it take?
Probably about 10 to 15 minutes.
Let's do this.
Okay. This is called a pan crew, okay, which we make offerings to a teacher. All right. So we have this small little contribution to the master, and then we have some flowers, candles, and then of course joss stick. So it begins by the devotee having a seat in front of the master, and then holding this above the head. What the master is holding is called xian. Kop xian means using the xian to cover the head of the devotee. Okay, this is actually like a headgear, but it has images of the Thai hermit. It's actually inviting the hermit to check the guardian god for the devotee.
กูเป็นลูกปู่เจ้าสมิงพรายกูใช้ให้กูเรียกโดนแลสามนอย่าได้เป็นไกลจากตนกูองค์ศักดิ์สิทธิ์ที่กูสว่างโหมอินคาถังเปียงกาโยติสาปามุอาจาริยังเอหิพุทธานุภาเวนะเอหิธรรมานุภาเวนะเอหิสังฆานุภาเวนะสุตสุภาคาถาทั้งปวงไม่พอสุตยกพระคาถานี้
I cleared my mind and kept my senses open for any change in atmosphere, any tingling sensation or voices from the other side with a message for me. But there were none.
Do you have any went to places like Bali or Tibet?
Last year I went to Bali.
Okay, so is there something over there? Any images that you highly respect for? Like you pay a worship.
When the Ajahn and Rick mentioned Bali, I was taken aback because I did visit Bali a few months prior and was invited into a private shrine of a Balian who had a powerful sentient Rangda mask in his possession. Rangda is a demon queen according to the Balinese mythology. The Ajahn may not know what Rangda is, but she was spot on in her description. The connection was so powerful, it gave the Ajahn goosebumps. This was starting to get interesting.
มีองค์นั้นน่ะที่ตาโตๆนะบิ๊กอายนะใหญ่ๆแล้วก็แลบลิ้นนะแล้วก็อะไรอย่างเงี้ยประมาณเนี้ยใช่ไหม
Like this,
ใช่
in this posture, right?
The more she started describing the guardian god that was around me, the more animated she got. Apparently, the Ajahn managed to get a very clear and direct connection with Rangda. Rangda is depicted as having very large eyes and a long tongue.
Yeah. So that was the she actually protect you. Yeah.
ฝั่งอินเดียมันจะเป็นอินเดียกึ่งทิเบตซึ่งอาจารย์ก็
I was already impressed with the Ajahns accuracy on her read of Rangda. Now she's identifying my second guardian as one from India. I visited India a couple of months after Bali for a spiritual and meditation retreat. It was in the inner sanctum of a 5,000-year-old Rama temple that Guru Murali helped me connect to the higher plane. I didn't think much of it then, but it seems I might have brought a guardian god back with me.
He worship too, and he actually followed you to safeguard you.
อันเนี้ยคือคนเนี้ยเขาดังมากแต่เขาเขียนว่าชื่อว่าลามะของทิเบต
What she could sense.
For my third guardian deity, I'm given a quest to go to Tibet to seek out a specific individual. The Ajahn reinforced that it's of utmost importance that I find this person. She even Googled a picture of him. Apparently, he's quite famous.
Find an opportunity to meet him in person.
The 15-year-old adolescent was rumored to have spent a year motionless meditating under this tree without eating or drinking. People came in their thousands from India or Nepal to bow to the one they believe is the reincarnation of Buddha. He became known the world over.
So this boy is very important to you actually. You need to find him, and he will give you good advice to help your overall. From what she say, life changing for you. Yeah, life changing for you. Yep. Yeah.
I came here without expectations and left the place with an impossible quest. What was eye-opening for me was the revelation of the two guardian gods following me. Both Rangda and Rama share one common thread in their epics. They were both exiled into impoverished and difficult circumstances, faced with moral dilemmas. The difference was in their approach. Rama took the path of righteousness, duty-bound and fulfilling his responsibility. Rangda's legend is one of vengeance as she seeks justice against her accusers who spoke ill of her that caused her to be exiled. She tapped into darkness to fuel her wrath. I literally have the angel and devil on my shoulder. And they say to a certain degree, the person can take on the persona of their guardians or have the guardians influence their decisions.
That rocks. I'll come off it.
Ram Bahadur Bomjon, more famously known as Buddha Boy, is a controversial figure. In 2005, he left home to meditate under a tree after receiving visions from God. Thousands of people came to visit him as he remained motionless in meditative state without food or water for 10 months. In 2007, he went to Kathmandu to preach. And in 2010 to 2019, there were reports of Bomjom being accused of rape, kidnapping, and assault. In 2020, there was a warrant of arrest for Bomjon, but he can't be found. Devotees, on the other hand, are defending him and saying that he was set up by people who wants to see him fall. So here's my predicament. If the police can't even find him, what chances do I have to find him? And this guy is supposed to be important for my life's journey. How la like that? My best advice is for you to subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell so that you can join me on my path of discovery and receive updates on what I learned about the spiritual realm and how my life is intertwined with it. Thank you for watching Supernatural Confessions.
Is anyone here? What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.